Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely. So good to see you all. This reading today is for all of my beautiful earth signs. If you guys resonate with the video, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so we're starting today with the Ace of Swords. I want you guys to really look at this. Truth. Truth has been spoken. You found out a truth from source, right? Look at this white. It's just very like honest, new, very high vibe, honest truth that came into you. This is a truth that came into you that was divinely meant to be brought to you at this time. And it was supposed to impact you, right? It impacted you at your core. This truth, whatever it was, seems to me like it's exactly what you needed in order for you to wrap up a cycle that you've been in many years. I don't think you knew that the cycle was over until you got that reassurance or the missing piece. Once you got the missing piece, it really got you to kind of look at everything from an outside perspective. It's kind of seems to me like Source gave you binoculars, or it pulled you out of your own body so you can see things from their eyes. Maybe this whole time you were doubting and asking yourself why you were going through all the things you were through all the years, right? You were just kind of like hoping for some type of justice to come in, wondering, right? And you just couldn't piece it together. Once Source brought in this clarity, right? Clarity, white clarity. Once Source brought this clarity to you, it just seemed like, which is what they knew you needed. It's like it gave you the freedom that you needed to release and let go and move on. Right? It just seems to me like higher power was at play this whole time, because look at the golden chariot, right? This seems very high vibe, very 5D, very guide-like. Like your guides are pushing you forward. This is not something of your really choosing. Maybe a part of it was, but it just seems to me like this was divinely guided. Like it was not something you would have figured out on your own if it wasn't for them letting you know, hey, you're old enough, you're strong enough to move forward. Like we know you can handle this truth, and it's exactly what you're going to need to understand that it just had to play out the way it did, whatever the cycle was. And now that you've got like the message, the channeled message, the truth, whatever you want to call it, the healing, it's allowing you to heal, right? It's allowing you to show up with answers, with confidence. It's allowing you to show up with grace, humility, right? This is not something you planned. This is not something your ego could have given you. This is not something you could have attained. So you understand that higher power is at play here, and you have respect. There's respect for the way everything played out. This is you just accepting everything. It's like you're channeling even more now. You're activated in the 4 or 5D realms, and you're really focusing on, it's kind of like the activation itself is what's helping you recharge, shift, right? It's like shifting to a new version or a new change. It's like receiving the message and changing. Very like in the ethers, right? It's like there's change, and it's going down into the body, and it's like it's causing massive change all around you, right? The activation all around you, and it's because your physical body is the last part receiving all of that information. It can make the body uncomfortable because spirit's trying to move you forward, and your body could still, even though you got the message to move forward and be free, there's still healing that's taking place in the meantime, which is why your body is the last to know, and it's always feeling very like irritated or very uncomfortable. This will resonate with a lot of you actually, because I know for a fact that it could be causing pain just because you have to bring everything up to heal. And again, right, because your body's the last to receive that information physically, you get the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands, right? Healing, feeling, really feeling this nostalgia. Maybe you keep going back to the past, or you keep remembering times where everything was simpler, everything was pretty, everything was just so. It's like that feeling that, you know, when you don't really appreciate a moment until it's gone, right? Like you don't really appreciate the beauty of something until you look back into that time. You're like, man, I remember when this, and that, right? And it felt so good. Man, I really did have a good childhood. Man, I really did have a good relationship with this person, even though we're not together anymore, right? That would be the example. It's you looking back into all the most beautiful parts of what the cycle was, and now you're just like grieving it. You're grieving it, you're loving it, you're moving on with a happy note, as happy of a note as you can leave it as, right? So that's beautiful. Anything else you want me to channel here? You got the Queen of Pentacles, right? Look at this beautiful person. It's like, although she is turning back, right? Because she could be looking at everything she's lost, right? Or like she may be looking at everything she's gone through or letting go of, or shedding. It's like you needed this information in order for you to be able to let go, right? Look at her intently. It's like this information alone, this wrapping up of this cycle, is causing you to be more abundant. There's like more intention, there's more abundance in your life because of everything you've been through and the insight and the clarity that you got out of it. It's like you can move now. You can move with grace and dignity. You can move and let go, right? Which is a process, but you're doing it. You're making it happen, slowly but surely, right? Because she's still looking at the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands, followed by the Two of Cups, right? It's like you finally allowing yourself to not only grieve, right? But then it's like, look at the cups. She's seriously invested. She was invested in these cups, right? Look at all the water she had to put in there, all of the growing, the beauty, the light. It's like she's seen these two cups and it was just like everything she wanted. The past was everything this person wanted, but it didn't work out. And it's like accepting that. You're like, you know what? I can accept that. It didn't work out. I don't know why. Or maybe I do know why, right? With the clarity, but it's like, I know that maybe better will come. Yeah, it's like in order for you to move on, it's because you know, right? You know with it's like taking a risk, right? You move forward taking a risk knowing that something better will come along. It's faith, right? You have to have the faith necessary to know that something better will come along, which is why you're willing to let go of what the past was. Dang, you got two queens. Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, right? Looking into this new cycle. Really investing. This is an investment, right? Most people don't really, it takes them forever to move on, right? But it's like the fact that you still have the audacity or like the faith to want to keep moving forward. Maybe you know you have to, I don't know, but the fact that you still want to do it or know that you should is a good thing. It's a really good thing. That, you know, some people never get to heal certain things in this lifetime, so be proud of yourself. Got the Empress and the Five of Pentacles, right? This person seems like she was scarred. Very scarred, but you know the best part about this though, even though you felt left out in the cold, even though the cycle really had you coming out of it in a way where you didn't expect it to go down the way it did, you still somehow managing to smile and look at the best out of the situation. It might have taken all of you, all of your resources. It might have taken all of your compassion, your love. This cycle could have taken everything from you. I know people who had to start over. It could have, but you're still choosing to wrap it up, and look at everything as a blessing, as a gift. This is a beautiful. Look, it's like you went from feeling out to the cold to knowing you're going to receive better, right? You're in receiving mode. It's like, look, I came out of this stronger than ever, and I'm still a boss. I still came out as the Empress, right? Because how do you go through pain? The pain makes you stronger, right? But it's like, look, you still turned out as the Empress with all this gold. Look at all the armor she's gained along the way, right? It's like she's protected and she knows it. She's that powerful. She doesn't need to do anything. She just sees it for what it is, decides to be optimistic and say, hey, we're going to make the best out of this situation, for good or bad, and move forward. Dang, you had like 3 5s. You got 3 3 5 5. Yep. Mm. Mm. Wow. Amazing. All right, any advice? Any advice? You got the Hierophant. Yep, the Hierophant and the Fool. So yeah, it's just receiving downloads, right? Receiving the information that you need to move forward, because not only did you learn this lesson the hard way, you're able to help and assist anybody who goes through something as similar as you. And there's millions of people out there who are going through similar stuff. And they're going to need your help. They're going to need you to guide them along the way. So keep moving forward. There's a reason why, and you understand now. You understand it better than I. You know what your truth was, right? Then you get the Fool. Starting over with faith, a leap. Letting the sun, the truth, really simmer down to the darkest parts of your core. So there's healing taking place, right? Look how the vulnerability, it's so much light, so much abundance, so much coming in when you probably didn't think there was any left, right? Your shadows having to merge with this new life, this new truth, and still coming out of it as best as you can, right? With being okay with being sad still, but still looking forward, embracing the future little by little. All right, you guys, that was all I have for you. Take good care of you guys. I got my earth signs here. Earth, earth, earth. Yes, I love you guys.